welcome back to my channel. Before you watch the rest of this video, I'm gonna ask you to like, share, comment and subscribe. Today I'll be doing a video about how to get your brow game up, which means doing your brows. So I'm showing you in the video how many things that you would need to actually get your brow game going. You're gonna need concealers, a brow pencil or a pomade, a spoolie, and the angled brush. Those are my favorite concealers: LA Girl Pro Conceal, Shana Cole Concealer, sorry, and Maybelline Infallible Concealer. The first thing that you're gonna want to do is to brush them brows. Get them brows looking flaked and not bushy. After combing them out, you're going to use your brow pencil or your pomade and to fill in your brows to make them look a little bit more defined. And you want to start from the middle of your brows to the outer part of your brows. Don't start exactly from the inner part of your brows. That means the first place where your nose bridge is. You don't want to start there. You want to start in the middle, and then you fill in your brows. And try not to be too harsh on your brows with a brow pencil, because you don't want it to look too dark and too fake. So you're gonna do this lightly and gently. I'm repeating the same step for the other brow. And if you don't have a lot of hairs or a lot of eyebrows, that's not a problem. That's why you're using the brow pencil. It actually is gonna fill in those areas that you don't have for your brows, so you can have a more defined look. So guys, I'm actually trying to fill in my brows as neat as possible. So when I'm using the concealer, I use less concealer to clean up, and it looks a bit more natural. So after you fill in your brows, you're gonna get your concealer. That's my favorite, the Shana Cole. Shout out to my girl. That's the angled brush that I'm gonna be using, or any regular concealer brush. So I dab some on my hand there. And you're going to use the angle brush to take out a small amount. You're going to tap it on the sides of the brush, and the tip of the brush, and you're going to start slowly to define a line under your brush. So you're going to draw the line using the concealer, and you're going to arch it as well. So as you see there, that's where my arch starts. Some persons do round arches. After you arch your brows using the concealer, you want to blend it out. You want to blend it out so it doesn't have a clumped look, because too much concealer would let your eyes look hideous. So I did that for one brow, and I'm gonna repeat the same step on the next brow. And this process, you don't rush it. If you want your brows to look sharp and on fleek, you take your time and you draw the line with the tip of the concealer brush. And you take your time and smooth out the concealer from the inner part of your eye to the outer part. And remember to arch your lines correctly and precisely. Most people try to make both brows arch the same, but most times it doesn't work. So the goal is to actually arch your brows as best as possible. Your eyebrows are sisters, they're not twins, and they're not gonna come out the same way. So as long as you get them arched as best as possible and they look almost identical, then you're good to go. And I forgot to tell you guys that when using the concealer to arch your under your eyebrow, you use a lighter shade concealer than what you normally use. When you use a lighter concealer, it actually helps your brows to be more defined. You can go 1 shade lighter than your regular skin tone or 2 shades lighter. It really doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, when you're doing eyeshadow, what it will do, it will add as an highlight for your brow bone. Why? So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna conceal the top of my eyebrow, and I'm gonna use a LA Girl Pro Concealer in the tone Toffee, which is my actual skin tone. A lot of persons use Fawn if you're dark skinned. You can use Toffee or you can use Fawn, depending on your skin tone. If you're a bit shade darker, you can use a darker shade, whichever shade concealer matches your skin tone. Right here I'm using a different concealer brush because the other brush would have had on the previous concealer, which would have been too light, and using that same concealer would actually give me the same tone of the concealer used previously. So I'm using a concealer that actually matches my skin tone, and I'm just defining the top of my brow. And if you look there, you see where it's being defined, but you don't see where the shade looks different from my skin tone. It's almost as if I'm drawing an invisible line and my brows are getting defined. So after I've done that, if you look at the brow, you can almost see where it is well defined, and that's just one. And I'm gonna go over to the next brow and do the same step. And guys, if you're doing your brows, if you're not a makeup person but you want your face to look cool and professional or presentable, if you know how to apply your foundation and to do your brows only, then you're good to go. So the first thing that you need to learn to do is your brows and then foundation, and then you are on point to looking like a queen. Thereafter, drawing the line with the other concealer brush, I'm actually blending out the concealer. So looking at my brows there, both brows don't look exactly the same, but it's close to it. And if it's your first time doing your brows, practice and practicing will make you perfect this thing, will make you perfect arching your brows. So don't worry about getting it right the first time. I didn't get it right the first time. I had to practice over and over. So after doing your brows, you want to get a blending brush and just blend out the rest of the concealer into your skin so you have a smooth look. And I'm gonna do that right around the brow, bottom and top and middle parts. After using the blending brush to blend out the concealer, I'm going to use back my spoolie and I'm going to blend from the outer going inward so my brows can have a faded look in the middle. And after that, I'm going to use my finger to get away that smudge look so it can have a sharper look. Yeah, and then I use my blending brush and I blend out again, and that is the look. That's how you achieve your brows using a brow pencil or a pomade. Yeah, looking dope. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for my next video. Alright guys, thank you so much. Bye.